we're rolling.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Kiss Campaigns podcast. Today I have a very lovely guest with me. I mean, it's taken a while to get her to come to the podcast. She kept on shifting the dates. Oh, Mara, I'm not very available during the week because of course, she has an 8 to 5, right? Her weekends, she has her own, those things that famous people do. That's what she was.
Really?
That's what. So at least she's come through today. But I'll let her introduce herself and what she does before we start our conversation.
Okay. Hi.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Njambi or Njambi Giitwa on Instagram. Basically, I would say I talk matters women.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
But professionally, I am a tech girl. So
You're a tech girl.
yeah, when it
Okay.
comes to design, construction, web design,
Mm-hmm.
maintenance of everything else in the office that is tech related. That could be hardware, software, the network, everything. So yeah, that's what
You
I
don't
do.
think that's a man's job?
They-
Let me not start opening a door that.
and that's the problem when people think that something is a man's job. I can do it as well, and they don't think I'm bad
Yeah.
because I still have my
Are
job.
you good at it?
So, yeah, I'm good at it.
Okay, so.
Plus, remember, practice makes perfect.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So the moment the hardest part is getting started.
Yeah.
But the moment you get started, then I think you're ready to go.
All right. So
Yeah.
at least she's given you just a context of what she does and everything.
Oh yes.
But thanks a lot for coming through to the podcast.
You're welcome.
I've been trying to to have this sit down with you because
I think God knew
yeah.
because we having such a turbulence going around
Yeah.
of girl child.
Yeah.
I think it was. I wouldn't say it was. What it's just the right time
Yeah,
for me
because
to be here.
you're very outspoken, like on Instagram on
Yeah.
matters just pertaining like girl child.
Oh yes.
So I would want to talk about like the tech, but I think let's give just priority to
yes.
the girl child, the movement, and just the
True.
conversation as well. So why the sudden interest? Because I know like you just started recently posting short videos about motivation, inspiration, and everything. How did that come about before we get to Women's Matters?
Basically, I started a YouTube channel back in 2017, but then I am not the person to maybe sit down and plan. I can do that, but I don't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
So I found it much easier for me to write down. You see Insta stories.
Yeah.
Write down what I'm feeling. If I'm ranting about something has gone wrong somewhere, I
Yeah.
write it down.
I
And then-
hate reading those things.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
then that was convenient for me at
Yeah.
the moment.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes I maybe could write, I could do a voiceover
Yeah.
about exact what I'm posting.
Mm.
But then with time, someone suggested, why don't you do short clips?
Yeah.
Because you can actually communicate to people when they can see you.
Yeah.
So I decided to do short videos on Instagram, like 3 minutes videos.
Mm.
And the good thing with those videos, I talk about what I'm feeling at the moment.
And people see your emotions as
oh,
well.
Yes.
Mhm.
They can relate to what you're saying and they can respond as well.
Mm.
So that is how it started.
Okay.
Yes.
So now let's move to just like the main topic that you definitely just wanted to talk about, because
Yeah.
like even for me, even though I had invited you, I was trying to figure out like how I should wrap it around what you're really interested in.
Oh, yeah.
And even though I knew about the tech side, I was like, I'm also into tech and this is not something new. So let's just find something else.
Yeah.
But here we are. Now let's talk about just women's issues. And the main one that you wanted to talk about, to touch upon, is the increase of just
femicide. Let's just call
what's
it that.
femicide? Don't
It's
even know
when,
what that is.
It's when women are discriminated, or femicide is like killing or murder of a woman just because of what she stands for sexually, or the sexuality. Maybe love, just a love triangle, or just what she decides to say yes to, what she decides to say no to, and then you feel entitled that she can't live with that choice she made.
Ooh, as a man?
As a man, yes.
That's how you're supposed to finish the sentence?
Not even as a man, but any
just
kind
society.
of relationship and society. Yeah, that is what femicide is.
Okay, so would you say you've noticed, what made you passionate about that? Is it because you've noticed like in the country there have been like incidents where...
Yes, an increased rate of... And you know, the worst case is we try to justify that she was murdered because of the decisions she made.
What are we talking about? Just women in general, or specific incidents?
No, the femicide, like Ivy's situation. There was the governor's situation, the lady who was involved with the governor. There's just a lot of them. If you go online, the cases are about 20 plus.
Okay.
And that is a huge number we're talking about. And that is, now that, you know, justice can take its course.
Yeah.
Because as a country, that is what we're supposed to do. But that's where the problem is. No one is willing, or rather, if these cases happen, people try to justify why she went through what she went through. You get?
Okay.
Probably they'll say, oh, why was she involved with an older man? Or why was she having 2 boyfriends at a go? Or why was she asking for money in the first place? So why are you trying to justify something that is illegal?
Because killing is still killing in the first place. Exactly. It shouldn't be, like, it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you've done. If anything, I think it's only God who can be able to judge, because basically having multiple partners as a woman is not illegal. Having multiple as a woman. Looks good, eh?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
As a woman is a sin. It's not illegal, it's a sin. Yeah. So let justice do what it can do, and let our faith do what it should do.
Yeah. But
what do you think?
I'm just thinking of, because here's the thing.
Yes.
Love is a very tricky kind of thing. You know, haven't you seen like people just act crazy? Even like maybe your friends, see them acting a bit unusual when it comes to
matters of the heart.
Yeah, matters of the heart. They're just, people just act stupid, first of all.
Yes.
Because if we're talking about Ivy is the recent one that...
Yes, it's the recent, yes.
And that was just, first of all, even to me, it seemed like a movie, because I was like, when it was being described, I was like, that's not possible.
Yes.
Maybe this axe fell by accident. There is no way you can explain to me how this actually happened. But the guy actually traveled from...
And bought and sharpened.
Bought, sharpened. Like, that just sounds... It sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
Does that sound like actually something that a normal person would?
The problem is it's happening.
Yeah, more than enough times.
Yes, it's happening, and right before our eyes, and our judicial system or our justice system can't do anything about it. Yes, they do something about it, but then it's watered down. You get? The intensity of this scenario is watered down by people who are trying to say she was on the wrong side. Yes.
Okay, what are people... Because I haven't even like... I haven't paid attention to it, because... But not in a bad way. It's just because I was like... There's just so much of this happening that I don't want to feed myself with. Why is this kid just staring at me in the eyes? Like
I got you.
Yeah, it's happening so much that I was like, let me just try and focus on my work right now and not pay attention to it, because I don't also want to be invested. Yeah, because if you watch like 5 of those consecutively,
You start going crazy.
Yeah, because now you fed like your mind with so much, and even if you go anywhere, it's just those discussions that people are having constantly. I just didn't want to get really invested in it. So, but what exactly was the thing? Is it that she was involved with two people, and what exactly was the...
Actually, in her case,
Yeah.
she was involved with this guy, or they had known each other from childhood, and there was something going on prior. But earlier this year, Ivy changed her number, or that is the story, the side of the story I know.
It happens to the best of us. You don't kill somebody.
You change your number because this guy is becoming too much.
Okay.
You know, that is even what I'll do, because if you're blocking him and the next day he uses a different number, why not change your number? And somehow he still found out a way of communicating with the lady.
Yeah.
And the case was that her birthday was on 10th, I think,
Yeah.
and he sent her some money. It doesn't matter on what consent or whether you borrowed the money, but there was no gunpoint.
He sent her money?
Some 14,000, I think. I'm not sure.
He sent her 14 Gs?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
I think that's not a lot of money.
No, it's not a lot. I'm just saying, but, it
Yeah.
depends to his kind of...
Capability
Yeah,
and everything.
because,
True.
like all these other people, let's not forget, like there's some
And
guys
people
sponsors
are
us.
struggling.
Throw it, and then there's
People are
some people...
struggling to
Yeah.
put up that
'Cause
amount of money.
I'm just asking how much and his situation so that I can
you
see
can be
where
able to
mentally he
relate.
lost it because of...
Because I think mentally he lost it. He couldn't take rejection. He
Yeah.
couldn't take a no for an answer.
Yeah.
Especially maybe after investment. And this is why I think we've neglected the boy child to some extent. Because I think it's right for us to tell men, you can also say no.
Yeah.
Because I think we've told the ladies they can say no. But I think we left out the part that we can tell men, you have the authority to say no, and the discussion ends there.
Yeah.
Just like a woman, I can say no and I don't have to explain myself. Because
Do you think she asked for the money?
she could have actually begged.
Yeah,
But
and then maybe
then-
after he sent, maybe he...
They lost communication and
Yeah.
she decided, you know what?
Block.
Block.
It
then
also happens a lot.
It happens.
Yeah.
too. I don't think there's any man out there who has not gone through the same.
Yeah, no,
Hata
true.
fare ya 200 utatumia mtu na
Yeah.
akakublock.
Yeah, no, true. That's actually very true.
But then the reaction to the action.
Yeah.
Just like now, because she's gone, does it mean you will get your money back?
Yeah.
Or maybe you stood a chance anyways of
Yeah,
having
maybe
her.
one day she would have just
Maybe it would have made sense
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But murdering person in blood,
it's not...
it's not reasonable at all. No, that happens. And then the story goes on social media. Then we have uncultured men commenting, oh my God, she deserved it. Hey, I'm telling you, there's a guy who actually took it on the comment section to say, big up to the guy, he did what I don't have the guts to do.
Wow.
Imagine, on Facebook, the guy went ahead and said that. And then I'm left wondering what is happening to our society that men feel so entitled, if not every man, some men feel so entitled to a woman's body. Like,
I think, okay, here's the thing. And I'll just try and put it in a way that I watched also something online.
yes.
Somebody was explaining how at this day and age it's a bit confusing, because like anybody who's educated definitely and is up to par with all these things that are happening, like in the modern and the Western countries and with and just even like
the
in
Western is crazy.
No, and just even in Nairobi,
Yeah.
they would understand a few things. But there was this thing of like, we're at that day and age and just time where women are selling sex, not so directly.
Oh yeah.
Like if you go on Instagram, like let's say the way you do, you post inspirational videos and notes and everything. let's say you post from one of your videos, you talk about, time wasting and all those little things, which actually matter. And let's say maybe you'd have like an average of how many comments? Let's say 30, 20, 30, and it's 10 who are men, 20 women, right? They're like, yo, okay, now it makes sense. Thanks for motivating us today and everything. And let's say maybe you, the same message, somebody takes the same message, but they're wearing like a crop top, hot pants. How many like just comments and ninis do you think they get? 100, or even plus. If they don't, even not even say.
But basically, the comments will not be about your topic.
No.
The
listen.
comments will be about your body.
No, listen. I've seen somebody posting a top with like just a really short skirt, and just like a crop top. And then they were just gazing from like a hotel room, like a hotel, those the morning after pictures. And then they were saying like, the caption is what like intrigued me. They were saying like, when Jesus says yes, nobody can say.
But
so I'm just saying it's very confusing. Or maybe somebody's posting that and then they say like, women's bodies should be respected. And they have like that. Yes, people will post all those comments like, we're all about body positivity and everything. So the messages tend to be mixed up. But people who know like what's up, people who are educated in the city would know like, we understand what. But somebody who's coming from, I don't know where that girl was coming from, whether it's somebody like from Nairobi, or somebody
Funny enough, he's educated, and that's the problem.
He's educated.
And is campus together. That means if he went to campus,
but is it from like Shag's like background, or he's like a city boy?
I think that the problem is not the background. The problem is the mentality. What you're thinking about, like, okay, I would say he lost it. I think he just lost it. And anyways, it's not justifiable, because I think his problem was she's saying no to me, but she's saying yes to someone else.
And she says yes to money when I send it.
And she says yes to money when I send it. So I think my solution will be no one else will have her besides me. But it's crazy. And,
it's unfortunate, but I think the worst part is when, because online, like people, for me, what I saw and I thought it was weird, it's like the people who like are just making fun. How is it how is it a joke?
How is it a joke
when you're dealing with somebody and not just killed, the brutal, like butcher on broad daylight? Man, when was the last time you had somebody using an axe to kill someone?
Wow.
But in Kenya it's funny because the last time it was a sufuria as well. Like it still doesn't make it better, but that was like a woman on.
And then you're justifying it, and you're sending memes. You're making memes.
Yeah, I didn't participate in that. I've seen a lot of that on WhatsApp groups. I didn't participate in that.
Funny enough, I was telling my friend, I am not the type you will send me memes and then I go silent. I'll tell you, excuse me, sir, but I don't think that was meant for me. Because to me it's not funny. So WhatsApp nowadays has a delete option, so kindly do that for me. I'll appreciate it before I lose it. And then the girl was like, I'm sorry, I thought you know what, it was funny.
But why are you so passionate about it? Have you ever experienced abuse? I'll have to ask that first of all.
No.
You sure?
Yes, I've not.
Not even like, I'm not saying like crazy abuse. Let's say like just a jealous boyfriend slapping you or something of the sort.
First things first, even my dad has never hit me. And none of my boyfriends, my ex.
Never?
Never.
Oh, you're not in a relationship now?
Right now it's kinda a situation.
Okay, don't worry, because the podcast is about the 4 pillars of life. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But most of the things that people go through
are what make you passionate about
something, because you can't just be you just wake up one day and then you're just vocal about. There's always something that taps to you, and then you're like, yo,
No,
maybe it
it's
happened to your friend. Ama you just are seeing it so much repeatedly.
Yes. I was raised in Nyeri, and
listen. First of all, in Nyeri, we know it's women who do the
serious,
beating.
and it's serious either way.
You beat your men crazy there, right?
It's just like a story that goes around, but
it's not real.
No, it is a possibility. There are high rates.
Oh wow, this is very nice that it actually came up.
It is a possibility.
You actually come from one of the places where men are properly beaten with. It's normal. It's almost normal there, and I think.
No. It's not. Like in our homestead, you know this.
Yeah.
There's a father figure. There's a head and the neck, and things have never changed.
Okay.
But actually, the situation I've grown up with, my nuclear family, that is okay. But my uncles, they practice, maybe they batter their wives.
Yeah. So you've seen it, like
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And that's why I am passionate about that, because my dad purposed to be different.
Now you see. Now we get back to why
he purposed to be different, and he told me about it. Like he was very vocal about it. I don't want to be like my brothers. I don't want to be like my siblings. Whatever is going on, I respect women. And I'm the only daughter, so he's very vocal about this thing.
Yeah.
To me. So growing up, I could see it, and I could hear I could listen to my dad, what he's telling me, that women are important. You can do everything.
Yeah.
You can pursue. He told me to go do
and you see, and that's the thing.
A degree in ICT.
And you see that's the thing when
because
we're having
like
this.
You can do it.
Yeah, when we're having this conversation, it takes back, because I normally still ask people about like their background, because that explains a lot on how it shapes you. It shapes you, because you see, like now your course and what you actually do, like a regular job, is the IT thing
It's a male department.
It's a male dominated. Yeah, let's not say male department.
Yeah,
male dominated department.
Yes. Yeah,
and I can't even picture you doing IT. Let's start with that. You see, that's the thing.
And that's not a compliment.
No. I'll explain why. I haven't finished the sentence.
Yes.
Because let's say I open like your Instagram. I was explaining to my previous guest that when I book somebody for the podcast, I just run through their Instagram and see, just to get a feel.
You can tell from the feed.
The kind of nini, because it's not just from what I see, what other people see as well, and what they take away from that.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen anything IT related, but I would say you really take good care of your skin. You're very good on fashion. Your hair definitely, and all those things come to play. I was like, maybe she's a beauty guru or something. You see, that's the perception.
That's the thing.
But it's important why you've started posting videos, because now people get to see where your mind is. Because a picture is worth 1,000 words. You can't blame someone.
That's the point. Actually, that reminds me, as I was going through a few other comments, there was a woman, and this really pissed me off. There was a woman saying that just Ivy, or that case, she was in med school, but because she had created time to also have her social life ongoing, and that's a problem. That is why it is justifiable, and it explains it why she could have had such behaviors. But then I start questioning myself. I am in tech. Does that mean I don't do my lipstick? I don't chase my dreams in high heels? I don't look good just because of what I'm taking, or what society thinks.
I'm sure you've seen other IT women, right? They don't look like you. Or am I saying, or is that a wrong thing to say?
I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. But
okay.
But I think we should. The society should be again. Do what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Do you? That's what that matters. As in, are you comfortable in what you're doing? because basically you can't tell me I lock myself in a box for it now to make sense to
No
you.
lipstick for you if you're doing IT.
For it now to make sense to the society.
Yeah.
You know, because society thinks that I should look a certain way to be doing this and that.
As you should. If a fireman is wearing, if you're getting robbed and you see a plainclothes
is
policeman,
work
you
hours.
wouldn't see, right?
That is a 6 to 5 job, or
Oh yeah, okay. But what I'm
But
saying
after
won't
that-
apply. Yeah. Won't
after that,
Yeah.
after that I have a life going on.
Yeah.
Like I created time for this podcast because I'm passionate about it.
First
You
of
know-
all, big ups to that. First of all,
You know,
it
that
wasn't easy to make it happen.
You know, because I'm passionate about
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
want to do things I'm passionate about. Besides what my mind can do, besides my reasoning, I want to be an all-rounded person. I want to live. Because there's no life if you don't do what you're passionate about. I have skills, yes, but I'm passionate about a few other things. That's what makes me whole as a person. And that it doesn't give society the right to judge me from either side. You know,
True.
like you should say, the way I look, I shouldn't be in tech. Or the way you see me in the office, then I can't be taking photos of
But
this. Or
do you take
taking-
that as a sign of disrespect? If
That
somebody
is
tells you like
a
you're just too
complete
you're too hot,
disrespect.
you're too hot to be an IT person.
That is a complete disrespect.
Do you do like
to
wait?
my brains or to
Wait,
my something?
wait, hold on. If somebody calls you